Life is like a jungle sometimes. It makes me wonder how I keep from going under. Don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge. Greetings, Leo, all placements. I've channeled this song many times, but I haven't actually ever gone through and read the lyrics. So, Leo, some of you guys need to move out, but you don't have money to move out. Some of you guys, you can't stand your neighbors, you can't stand your city, you can't stand something, but you're like, it is what it is. He says, I can't take the smell, I can't take the noise, but I got no money to move out, so I guess I got no choice. He says, rats in the front, roaches in the back, and a junkie in the alley doing some... He says, yeah, don't push me, I'm close to the edge. I'm really trying not to lose my head. We all have that voice. Oh, well, this is a... Then I was also hearing Goggins by David Goggins, which he has two different songs talking about that. He's like, you know, there's David Goggins and then there's Goggins. Goggins is like the superhero with the cape who, like, you know, smacks David Goggins when he needs some sense, when he's being a little pansy, when he's being a little punk. And that's what he says. He says, we all have that voice that says, hey, you're being a wimp right now. You're being a punk right now. You just need to go do it. He's like, of course I don't want to go talk in front of all these people. I grew up with a stutter and people made fun of me and called me all these bad names because of my stutter. He was like, when I was, you know, over 200 pounds or 300 pounds or whatever, I think he lost 200 pounds. I don't know. He was super overweight to some degree. And you know, he's like, I didn't want to be seen out in public. I didn't want to be called all these names and whatnot because of my shape. So, Leo, some of you guys just need to get over something, whether you're too short, too tall, too skinny, too fat, too whatever. You're a different ethnicity, so maybe, you know, English isn't your first language or whatever it is, or you have a stutter, whatever it is. You need to get over it, you need to own it, and you need to find that superhero man, woman inside of you that says, hey, you're being a little punk right now. Hey, you're being a wimp right now. I'm gonna need you to buck up and understand that God made you this way for a reason, and conquering this is a piece of your destiny. Like conquering your insecurities and just getting out there. This is the same thing though, Leo, with like bad relationships, bad jobs. Like stop staying in that marriage just because you want it to look a certain way and you told yourself you would never be the one to get divorced. Your kids are going to be much happier and much better off by seeing you be authentic and genuine and true to yourself and seeing mommy and daddy in loving situations rather than faking it and then them perpetuating the cycle of misery and then ending up in horrible relationships because you were too much of a coward to leave yours. Okay? And especially for the people who stay and cheat, I really don't understand that. Just leave and then go explore. It's that simple. It's that simple. So Leo, someone here needs to really get that message. Someone can also live in a concrete jungle. Someone also could be going to the jungle. Something about the Jungle Book, something about Mowgli, Shere Khan, I don't know, lions or tigers, snakes and tigers and panthers. Oh my. I was also hearing You Don't Know Your Worth by Khalid and Disclosure. Someone wants to disclose something. Oh, that first song though is called The Message and it's by Furious 5 and Grandmaster Flash. Now something about the something 5, Fantastic 4, Flash. So something about superheroes, supermen, super women, something in capes. I don't know, something about save the day. Maybe someone is getting on like their superman, superwoman body. Someone is like chiseling themselves in some capacity. But yeah, I was hearing Know Your Worth by Khalid and Disclosure. He keeps leaving you for dead. I don't know what you're waiting for. So you've got your love locked up instead. But something better is waiting at your door. You don't know your worth. All the things that I know that you deserve. Find someone you know will actually put you first, and find someone who will also love you at your worst instead of leaving you for dead. You got to keep your head up and you got to know your worth. So someone here can also be like, hello, I'm right here. Why are you waiting on that person who keeps leaving you for dead, who keeps, you know, blowing you off? Like someone is watching someone just like wait out and stake out for someone. And they're like, why? I'm right here. Like something better is just around the corner. So there's that. I was also hearing, well, okay, also something about edges. So someone here could be getting their hair done. They could be really particular about their edges. Someone could also be edging. Okay, so someone can be doing that. I was also hearing, watch out for the edge. Don't get too close to the edge. Don't go over the edge. You'll make a big mistake. Don't get lost in heaven. They've got locks on the gate. Don't get close to the edge. You're gonna make a big mistake. This is a Gorillaz song. I think it's an interlude. Or maybe it's just called Don't Get Lost in Heaven. I don't know. There's something here where someone can be enticed into a certain world or a certain group of people or a certain industry, and someone's like, don't get lost. mind that little intermission, that little gap. There could be a little intermission, a little gap. There could be something, maybe gap the store. Someone could also like someone's thigh gap. Someone could also have a gap between their front teeth. I'm hearing twiggy. Someone can feel, I don't know, someone can go from being thick to more twiggy. Someone can be from more twiggy to thick. There's like a full shift here. Also in Europe or the UK, they have, you know, the subway beneath it. They always say mind the gap between like the trains. So something at the train station, runaway train. Someone maybe wants to, I'm hearing castaway. Someone here, maybe something about overseas, or someone wants to cross the pond. Someone can also be fishing. I was hearing also she's gone country. So someone here is maybe going country, from the city to the country. I was also hearing Polar Express, the Pony Express, polar bears, express, something quick. Also AWOL, absent without leave. Someone here can just be gone in a jiffy. Someone here just blinked and turned around and someone was gone. I was also hearing Stop Snitchin' by YG. I think this reading will go down in history as the one reading that I've had so many interruptions. This is now 3 interruptions in one 10-minute video, so that's absolutely insane. That said, Leo, you can have something like always getting in the way. There's always something in the way. There's always something through. It's not me, I find it in you. I think that's You by Switchfoot. I find peace when I'm something, but not in me. So someone finds peace in another, but there's always something in the way of them getting to that person. I just want to be your peace. I'm hearing that by Jacques. Someone here wants to be someone's peace, but something always gets in the way. Someone also is like, that's my peace. Being with that person is my peace, but I have all these other things to attend to that I can never get to that person. And that person who's my peace might think that I'm not interested, but it's not that I'm not interested. I just have all these other things to tend to, and I can't even tend to myself. Kind of like yesterday, I was getting in Russ, From a Distance by Russ. That was in Scorpio's reading. So Leo, you can be dealing with someone with strong Scorpio placements, or you have them yourself. But in that song, he's like, you want me to free time for you, but I only talk to you when I actually have free time. He's like, you're looking for someone who has more time, and I just don't have that. You know, I'm still young. I need to go through all my phases. And right now, you know, I'm building myself. I'm building my name. Like I can't, it's like, I can't go all in for you, because what if, you know, if I don't go for my career and everything around that, then I'll have nothing to build a family with you. I'll have nothing to buy a home with you. Like I won't. So someone here, there's quite the pickle. They're stuck in the pickle. I'm hearing Pickle Rick. But anyway, this song, Stop Snitchin' by YG. Someone here is a snitch. Someone here can be leaving because they're a snitch. It's bish, N-word, homie. Bish, homie, snitch, homie. And he says that over and over again. Bish, homie, snitch, homie, bish, homie, snitch, homie. Only he says the N-word, not homie, but I'm saying homie because I'm not black. So anyway, he says, I can smell a rat a mile away. Type of homies, that are bish made. He said, you should put bish made on your license plate. Bish homie is always stuck contemplating, like he doesn't ever act on anything. He's always stuck thinking, always contemplating on what they're trying to say. They can never say it. That's what bish homies be about. So someone here can also just be constantly like pausing, freezing. I'm hearing like, you know, fight, flight, or freeze. Someone always freezes up like a deer in headlights. So someone here, whenever there's a lot of pressure, instead of like pushing through and actually showing up under pressure, they just buckle and they like melt under pressure. So that's like really bothering someone. That's really bothering someone, Leo. Someone is like, why can't you just like buck up? Why can't you show up? And someone just, they just freeze. Very strong Taurus and Virgo is here as well, Leo. Yeah, someone just freezes and they're like, oh well, I guess I'll never have that. I guess I'll never have her. I guess I'll never have him. I guess it is what it is. But it's like, just like David Goggins at the beginning of this reading, he's like, sometimes you gotta look yourself, you know, you gotta have the Goggins. He's like, I have Goggins and then I have David Goggins. And Goggins has to pep talk David Goggins a lot and let him know, hey, you're being a punk right now. Hey, you're being a little pansy right now. Hey, like you need to take action. You literally, Leo, you need to be strong.